And we have reached the historic Springfield Cemetery. Displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the Parks Professor. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor. We are at Fort Parker State Park. We are in Texas. We're about 30 miles east of Waco. This is a floating bridge, so I gotta step a little carefully here. Today is Saturday, February the 15th. And the temperature right now is a mild 56 degrees, but with a light mist. It's supposed to be warm and sunny today, but not yet. That's looking out to Fort Parker Lake right there. There are many trails in this park. The trail we're going to hike today is the Springfield Trail. And there's another trail here at the same trailhead called the Bur Oak Trail. It's a really short trail. We might tack that one on too. This is the start of those two trails here. And so for now we're going to go to the left and we're going to start the Springfield Trail. Again, at the end we might go to the right here and hike the Bur Oak Trail. That's a half-mile nature trail off to the right. But the main trail we're going to do today is the Springfield Trail. This trail takes us up through the old site of Springfield, the town of Springfield. There's a cemetery up here and I think a few other, not sure buildings, but other remains. So a hike with a little bit of historical flavor. That's what we have in mind for today. We're about 10 minutes in and we've come uphill slightly and we have reached the historic Springfield Cemetery. Springfield was an active town back in the mid-1800s, and most of these gravestones date to that time period. I'm speaking rather softly because you always want to be respectful when you're in a place like this. So reminders of what once was. Special place here. The cemetery is also available via a roadside parking lot. I'll pan to the left. That's the main park road there off to the left. This is also the start of the loop. So we are going to continue down that trail right there. That will send us counterclockwise around the loop. And we will come back via the trail that starts across the road over there. We're down to the southeast corner of the loop now. And this is Fort Parker Dam. This is the dam that forms Fort Parker Lake. Pan over to the right here to show you the lake. There's a big railing right in front of me. That dam was actually built by the Civilian Conservation Corps back in the 1930s. I've passed several interpretive signs that describe what life was like working here for the CCC. There is another dam and another lake directly behind me, and I'll show you that one momentarily. It's less than a minute later, and this is the other dam that I was talking about. We actually just walked across that dam right there. And this is Lake Springfield. It's named after the same historic town as the trail that we're hiking. Obviously, it's much smaller. It's used these days as a fishing lake. And this lake is spring-fed. So I think this is interesting. There are more interesting and more historic things to see further around the loop, so let's keep going. We came gradually uphill from the lake, and we crossed the main park road. And we are to what is now the main park headquarters. Back in the Civilian Conservation Corps days, this building in front of us here was the infirmary. And as I mentioned, today it's the park headquarters. I checked in here about an hour ago at this point. So that's interesting. We are still going on the Springfield Trail, now heading around the last part of the loop. We finished the Springfield Trail, and then just to add a little bit of distance, I decided to also do the Bur Oak Nature Trail. And it has led us out to this bird blind. I can see a lot of birds out there flying over the lake, but they're too far away to really identify. Also, there is a heron rookery over on the other side of the lake. But again, with all the fog, I can't really see that either. The mist has been unrelenting. Let me zoom back out here. And so another reason I kind of like this bird blind that we stopped at is it is sheltered. It's kind of the only time I've been dry on this entire hike. We have only about a quarter mile to go, so I'll go ahead and close out this video here. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Also, as a reminder, I do not make any monetary compensation for anything that I do for this project, and therefore the only thing that I get for doing these videos and writing these blog entries are your likes, your subscribes, your comments, and your views, and I do appreciate all of those things. This is a nice hike, a little historical flavor on this hike. It was nice to see remnants of the old Springfield. Also some nice Civilian Conservation Corps history on this hike. Pretty easy. Nice wide trails, pretty well marked. Easy to follow, not too hilly. So I like it. So I'm going to close out this video until next time from Fort Parker State Park, deep in the heart of Texas. I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor for Parking Full Time. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.